Good morning, everyone. It's Angela with To Restore You, and I don't generally record in my office in the morning hours because of the lighting, so I'm hoping this will work out okay, but I was so inspired that I decided, why not at least give it a try? So here is what I'm working on. I was experimenting a little bit with my sewing machine, getting stitches right, and I made this cute little signature, and I wanted something to put it in. So I decided, started brainstorming and trying to figure out what I had around the house. And as it turned out, I was cleaning my craft studio and I have literally hundreds of envelopes. So I decided I was going to create, and I've kind of started this one, an envelope journal that can either stand alone or it can go into another journal. And I started putting it together and thought, other people might want to know how to do this, so maybe I should show them. And then I put it together and I was like, how in the heck did I do that? So I'm going to start from the beginning and show you how to create one of these with just a few household supplies. And one question I get asked is, okay, when you're working on something, how do you decide your theme so you kind of stay focused? And I have to really think out excuse me, each project. So what I always do is start with my base. In this case today is going to be our envelopes. And then I pick out my papers, which these were several of the papers that I had decided on and tried to use up some of my scraps. And then after I've got my base decided and I've got my color scheme decided, then I start thinking about, okay, what kind of embellishments can I use inside? So I've grabbed a bunch of fun little ephemera and embellishments and ribbons, and we're going to use those today. So let's go ahead and get started. And I've done a little bit of the work in advance because I want you guys to really be able to take time to understand how to do this. It is a lot less complicated than it seems. But what you're going to need is 4 envelopes, and my envelopes are 6 by 8.5. Inside the flaps, this is, I believe, 5 3/4. So I measured both of those, and then I just happen to have another small envelope. I think I might have cut this one off to make it a little bit smaller. Maybe not. Let's see, did I? Oh yeah, I did. So that it would fit inside. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to get your 3 envelopes. I'm going to set this aside for right now. And I wrote this out for us too so that you can see as we go. So, where's my front cover? Okay, this is going to be the front of the front. This is going to be the front flap, and this is going to be the inside left. So it will look like this, and then this will be the inside on the left. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take our second envelope and we are going to, I gotta read these. Oh, here we go. We're going to glue our second envelope to the back of here. So now it looks like that. And I'm making sure that I got this right as I'm showing you. So that when this comes out, you'll have another pocket. Now, you don't have to use all of these pockets. You can do it differently. The one thing I do want to share with you is that sometimes if you're going to be, like, I want to add that journal inside here somewhere. So in order for me to do that, I need a little bit of extra space. So one thing you can do, if you have a scoring tool, you can score this side to kind of give it an extra oomph, leaving a little bit of space between where it folds and where you're gluing it. For my purposes, I'm just making a line there so I know where to put my glue. And I'm going to go ahead and, of course I'm going to glue it, and it's not, I need to poke a hole. Hang on, let me move my water. It's still early in the day. I haven't had all my coffee yet. Okay. So this should be interesting. All right. So now what I'm going to do is glue that up to that line. And I'm just using good old Fabrifix. Couple ways you can do this. For me, I just literally folded it over to make it the way I want it. Folded it right into the other one to make my emboss. My head's probably underneath there, sorry. But you can kind of see now how I have an edge, so it's almost like a book. It was that simple. I mean, you don't have to do anything fancy. You can also, if you have a paper trimmer, you can put your, like we'll just do it here. You can put your piece of envelope right where you would normally cut it. And then you can just take something, this is probably not going to be the best idea, but you'll see, and make your score there. So if you don't have a lot of fancy tools, you don't need them. But that just did the same thing. So voila, a little quick tip and trick. And now we've got our first flap. So that's going to go like this. And I wrote everything on here. So, you know, front flap, inside right for the book opening, inside left, inside center. So now we're going to glue our last one on. And I got to think about this again. I think this one goes on top of here so that, yes, so that when we close this, oops, I'm sorry, I'm getting all discombobulated. When we close it, it's going to look like this. So it will open, this will be the front flap, this will be your front cover. And I did say that differently, but oh, well, anyway. So we're going to do this. And I'm going to make this one just a little bit larger than last one because I think this is where I'm going to put that signature. So I'm going to put this here. Whether I attach it in or not, I want a little more space so that if people are writing in it, they can, it'll close all right. And if I just stick it in there, I still have plenty of room for the entire envelope base to fold up. Did I do this right? Well, we're going to do it this way because I already glued it, so it is what it is. I did this backwards. My fault, but that's okay. I can make it work. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold this again, just like I did the last one. So we have a little extra flap. Okay. Now, our last one, so now we can fold it a couple of ways. We can fold it like this, so it folds into itself. We can fold it like this, whatever we wish. And we've got our little embossing. Now, this last envelope, we can put it wherever we would like. So, for this example, I think I'm going to put it, I think I'm going to have it flap out this way, I think. But we can hold off on that. So once you've got your base together, we can move on to step 2. And I did some of the work ahead of time for us to make this go a little bit quicker. So just a couple of things that you will want to do. Number 1 is you'll want some strips. And if you can see here, I cut these in advance. I just wanted something to tuck inside of here so that it looked a little more cohesive as I added my page layouts on there. So I would suggest doing that now. I'm just a gluey mess. And this was a little bit tricky because you got to get it in there, and well, that worked way better than I expected. And you see here how I've got my emboss, or my little area, so if I want to put extra things in there, that is good to go. This one was a little bit smaller. So now that is glued down. Let's see, I should have one more of these. Oh, no, this is for the front flap. So I did not want this to be totally covered, so I made it a little smaller than the actual flap for the envelope. It's still covering up all my writing. And then we might embellish this a little bit more. And then the next thing that you want to do is figure out where the back is going to be. So in this case, it's this flap. And all I did was found some ribbon. I just glued it on there. And then just to reinforce it, I always put another piece of fabric, or you could put a piece of packing tape, whatever you have around the house, to kind of keep it from pulling. Because what we're going to do is when we're all finished, this is going to be closed like this. And I have some little pieces that we're going to put on here, and I'll show you how to do those. So once your ribbon is on, then you can start putting all of your pretties on. And we are going to start with, let's see. Okay, so I had this to be my front. So if I'm going to do that, oh my goodness, I need to get a paper clip here. And I love these papers that I got them, I don't know, years ago from Close to My Heart, because they have all the measurements on it, but today my piece seems to be moving. So if this is going to be the front, if I'm going to use this back here, I want to make sure that I glue that on in advance. So let's go ahead and do that. Just generous enough. And as you can tell, I did a lot of the pre-work in advance for you, so you don't have to sit and watch. But I went ahead and inked all my papers, or all my pages. I cut everything out in advance, and then I sewed everything up that I wanted to sew. And here's a little tip and a trick. Whenever you're doing something like this, if you think you're going to want to hand sew or anything else, cut your base page out, sew everything up in advance, or just at least lay out like your papers and say, okay, I think I want these on this page before you start gluing things down. Because what I find is I get really excited and I start gluing everything down, and I'm like, oh, I wish I would have added some brads, or I wish I would have done this or that. And then after I've got it all together, I can't take it all apart. So it works really well. I need a wipe. Sorry. All right, so now we have our front page, and for some reason that's not, there we go. And we'll embellish this in just a little bit, but right now we're just gonna get our bases on. And so then I'm gonna open it up this way, and I just did some simple tulips. I've already glued this one in. Some simple tulips. So let's go ahead and do that. And the most important part is to make sure you get that edge by the envelope opening. And of course, when I was doing this the first time, I was like, then I went to, and I had all my papers cut, and I was like, where did I want that to go? I don't even remember. So I wrote it all down. All right, now the other thing that I did that I thought would be kind of fun, and I created this little packet of stationery because it reminded me of, you know, the old little stationery pack. So it was kind of by happenstance because this paper is a Close to My Heart paper, and they have these little zip strips on the top, and I was going to cut it off, and then once I had folded it in half, I was like, well, that's really cute like that. So I decided to leave it and make a little stationery pack with some paper and some envelopes, because God knows I got plenty of them. And then we're just going to place that on there. And I cut all of these. I just measured like the inside, because these are going to be you know, maybe different if there's this envelope piece, if you want it to show. So just be aware of that. Now, after you've got your ribbon on, you can go ahead and put your back cover on it. I just did something simple. It's very possible that this may go down in another journal in a large book. So I did not want to do much and embellish it. Oh, and can you see? You can probably see that. But when I put the ribbon on the first time, I put it on backwards. Hey, happy accidents. It worked out. It came up. I fixed it. All right. Perfect. Now you can see I've got my little area for that. And now you have pretty much everything done except, so there we are. I got those 3 done. And we got this side done. And then we need to finish this side. So we're going to start here. And again, I'm going to measure this for you. This is 5 1/8 by 8 3/4. And I'm going to use some, let's see, we'll just use, looks like my largest piece, and I think it'll go fine, so we're just going to go for it. And for this one, I'm just going to go to the, I'm going to go to the edge of that. I'm not even going to make this fancy. I'm just going to put it in my trimmer really quick. I'm eyeballing it, so it's not, if you want it to be perfect, measure it to 5 1/8 by 8 3/4. Now this is for my envelope. Yours may be different, so keep that in mind. And there's that line there. And I'll put these little scraps aside so we can save them if we need them. And we're ready to, and I must not have cut a strip to go in there, so we should probably do that too now. I should have done this before. Let's see, which way do I want this? We'll go this way. Those little scallops look cute there. And I didn't even have to cut the top of it. Okay, so now we need some kind of paper to go in here, and probably in here too. So what do we got? Let's see. What's this one? This yellow actually looks really cute. Ooh, maybe it'll fit in there and I don't have to do anything. Wouldn't that be fantastic? What's on the other side? It's green. Oh, I kind of like, oh, it's ombre. Let's do the ombre. Now, this is large enough. I like that. This is probably big enough. I'm not even going to mess with it. You know, don't mess with perfection, right? I was going to say we could use that for the inside envelope cover of this one right here, but we'll just go with this. This is your hardest part, making sure you don't get the glue all over. And you just line it up with that spot that I inked. Ta-da. Now, some people would, you know, finish these off too. I'm fine with not, although I do want to erase my writing that I had on it. Okay, now we need one for right here. Let's see. I think, because we have so much going on, I'm thinking that we'll do a piece of red. So let's see how, oh, dang it. It's just a little too short. Okay, I got another piece. I could use, no, that doesn't match. I got another piece of red. Ooh, wait. You know what? We're going with that because it's like almost perfect and I don't have to cut it. So let's see now if it fits in here. Let's call it good. And for these, I just suggest, I mean, everybody's got a personal preference, but when you're putting your inside papers in an envelope, it's always a good idea to glue the piece you're putting inside first, not the inside envelope, because it gets way too messy. Okay, So now we have everything except our inside and outside flap decorated. And I think I'm going to wait on this flap because I'm not sure what I want to do with it. But what I want to show you, and I probably should have done this before, but I think I can make it work. I got an idea. Well, we're just going to go for it. I'll show you how to do this. So what I did is in advance, I made some, oh, hey, there was a piece I could have probably used. I made these little round discs, and I started by punching out some of these cute tabs like those. And then I punched just 1-inch circles with my one inch stamp. So like this. And then I used my hole punch to just punch a hole right in the circle of it. And the easiest thing I found is to do that, punch this, poke a hole into it. And what you want to do is make sure that you are reinforcing this so that it, you know, you're going to be putting that ribbon around, so you don't want it to come apart, and you want it to be pretty durable. So I actually did that for these little pieces too. I doubled up with some cardstock there, and then you just glue all of these together. Whoop. You put that on top, and you punch it again. You glue it all together. This isn't going to be even, but you'll get the gist. And now it's all set to go. So I'm going to put that one aside. I'm going to use our finished one. And I need to use this. So I guess I do need to finish it. The wonderful thing about the Crop-A-Dile is that it will punch through layers and layers and layers of paper. This isn't quite dry, but of course I'm going to be patient and I'm going to punch it anyway. And this one's a little bit off, but that's fine. Now on this one, I did put a grommet in it. So that it would go around there, and then I wanted to put a brad in there. And this is where I kind of goofed, because I should have not put this inside cover on until I got this in. But that's, you know what, we can figure that out. Like I said, see, take my advice. Do as I say, not as I do. Don't glue everything down until you know what you want to use. Now, I am going to just put that down like that. And I'm guessing we have something we can use to cover that up. But for right now you kind of get the gist. So this just goes, and I have this at way extra long just because I didn't know how I would want that to go. But I do want to make sure that this is pretty sturdy, and so that it doesn't fall off. So what I think I'm just going to do is I'm going to glue one of these on here just to reinforce and keep it tucked in there. And then I have some pretty little dots. We'll use this blue one just to put over that. I might need more glue. And now at least it's kind of tucked away. And so now you can start embellishing however you wish. I'm going to put the scraps aside for now. I have this piece, and I don't know if I'm going to use it or not, but let's just see where we might be able to play around with it. My mom, maybe we use it on... My mom gifted me this Martha Stewart, it's like a doily cutter thingy, and I might not use it here at all. I don't know. But I had it, so I put it. I know we probably don't want it there. I kind of feel like it's just too much to have on there. So we'll just set it aside. I'll use it for another project. Okay, so this is kind of a belly band. So maybe we will find something fun to tuck in there. So there's some little fairies. Here's a bingo card. Oh, this is cute. Oh, no, not that. It says, I'm a little flower girl. Roses are red and violets are blue. Who wants to buy? I have nice flowers for you. So that's kind of cute. And this you can just tuck in there. Maybe, let's see. Do I have anything else that... Perhaps I can put... I have made a bunch of these pockets up in advance. These are maybe all too big. Yeah, they are. How about this one? Eh. Okay. So for right now, we'll just leave that the way it is. This one, however, it needs some love. And I have these little, cute little... I don't know if that will work, though, because we have to see. No, it's going to go inside there. But what else do I have? That's kind of cute. I didn't really plan my embellishments like exactly what I wanted to do. I don't know. I'm not loving that. We're just going to put that aside for a minute. Let's see. I have this cute little sticker that I think would be cute right there. So we're going to put that on there. Somebody can write on it. And I pulled it off to use on another project and then didn't, so I stuck it back on the sticker back, and so I needed extra. Now, oh, I was going to share one thing, and maybe I'll do that on this. Yeah, it's not going to be strong enough. But one thing that you can do is adhere a pretty heavy piece of cardstock on one side, like for example right here, and then you tuck your envelope in it, and then that's kind of your, that secures it. We may do that on that one. It might not be quite strong enough, so we'll see. Let's see. We have some little flowers that might be cute on this one. Oh, I have some tulips too. Let's see. What do I have? Oh, not loving those. Maybe we'll do that. Let's see. What's this butterfly look like? I kind of like that butterfly. Here, we'll go with that. I don't remember. The butterflies, I think, are a Tim Holtz pack. And the transparent flowers, I believe they're on our Amazon store. I ordered those to try, and I really do like them. They work really, really well. So That's what I used in those. I'm feeling the need to do something with this. And I don't want anything too heavy on this side of it. So let's see. Of course it's not big enough. And I'm all about using my scraps up. But I think we can do something here. So let's just go with this. Again, I'm not measuring. Oops, I didn't get that. Now I'm kind of making a mess. Spread out all over the place. Okay. Just do that. And I'll do the same for this one. I'm just gonna, so they're the same size. But then we're gonna put this, we're either gonna put this one here and then rip that one. I think what we'll do is do that. So let's get this on there. That's pretty too, that side of it. I love the two-sided paper. Sometimes I feel guilty using up my other pretty sides, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. All right, now, just to make this look a little bit more, we're gonna just rip. And we can use some of our brown ink and ink it up just a smidge. And then I am gonna put this on here like that. So it kind of gives it a little bit of dimension. And I am not getting too fancy with this one just because it is made of envelopes. I do want to add that journaling, that signature inside of there. And so I don't want to add too much bulk and too many big embellishments. So here's what we're going to do on this one. We're going to leave this for a side pocket. So I think I'm going to put it, yeah, I'll just put it right there. So now I'll stick this in there for now. We have a little, okay, Izzy, we don't need your help, please. Thank you. I know you're such a good helper. She's like, but Mama, it's sunny. All right, so now we've got the outside of our envelope done, and we just need to do something for this inside piece. And we may as well, let's see if this works. Okay, it fits this way, but it doesn't necessarily fit all the way across, so I'm thinking this would look cute. Let's do this. Let's get this all. Excuse me. It's time to take some allergy medicine. I love when I can just use up my scraps, and I know it's not exactly the right size. I hope you guys are on screen and that you can see that. Now, I think I'm going to take this and put it there. And then I really hope that I'm keeping you guys on screen because I'm using a different app for my video today that I've been testing out, and it doesn't necessarily zoom out. It zooms in great, but it doesn't zoom out very well at all. So, all right, now I don't really like that that is, this is a piece of, from my personal stash, which is kind of neat because it goes along with the stationery, but let's pop up the edges. This is always, this is what I spend half my day doing, is sweeping these up off my office floor. Okay, I like that. And then we'll do another one, except I think what we'll do, I feel like I want to strip this here because I just am not. Does that look funny? Yeah, it does. Meh. Oh, Angela. Okay, we're just going to go for it. And I think maybe... Will that look okay? Yeah, I think what we'll do is do that. Okay, so I'm going to make this so that it's another tuck, but I think I'm going to make this for a top tuck. So I'm going to, and this was, like I said, this was some ephemera that I shrunk down and, excuse me, and printed off, and then backed to some cardstock because it was just really, really thin. But this way, it makes it a little more sturdy. You can use it for more things. And this is in one of my DigiKits, my zines or zines, however you choose to say it. And I think it was in, I think it's in later in the year. I think it's October. I have it planned for that zine, but they're full of all kinds of stuff from my personal collection. Oh, what happened to my little flower? Oh, here it is. Jeez. I like that. It's very subtle, but again, it gets a little pop. Maybe we have another one we can... Kind of adds everything together. Let's see. This one might be too big. Oh my gosh, my fingers have glue on them in there. Yeah. Although I do kind of like that. Hi, Zenny. Okay, we're gonna wait. Don't get so carried away. Sometimes simple is better. I did not make a little pocket in here because, or I mean a little half loop in my card just because I like that it says trip to California. And then we have just this simple little guy. Let's just put a, will it fit in there? Well, if not, it'll fit somewhere. All this is an index card that I had lying around, and I had a piece of washi tape I just stuck on there. Oops, let's do this one. Now this, again, you can put grommets on, but most of the time you don't necessarily need to, but... And I'm just going to tie this in a knot. And you guys, this, I mean, this embellishment part, you can, you know, get your base all together like I did today, and then just start having fun with it. Like, you know, don't overthink it. Just kind of go a little bit of it at a time, and if you need to put it aside and come back to it, then you do that. I don't know necessarily if this one's going to fit in there, but nah, probably not. But we are going to put it in here somewhere, so let's just stick it in there. So I don't have anything on this center page, and I'm kind of thinking I really would like to do a flip-flap in it. I made this. Where did I put that? Oh, it's right here. Doesn't match whatsoever because it's 4th of July, but something like that, if you wanted, this is really huge, but if you wanted to put a mini flip-flap in there, let's see what I've got. I could just do a, I could just put a library card in there. Let's see. Let's see what I got. Oh, you know what? What about, too much. I've got these cute little, ooh, yay. Well, we're going to get one of these out. It does not go on this page, but I forgot I had these. These little cello bags. glassine bags, they're also called. I did a video the other day and I couldn't remember what they were called. I was like, you know. All right, and you know what? I've got this in black too, so let's put that one aside. But this one might actually look kind of cute there. Now, I'm okay with having all these pockets because I've got that whole journal book. So there's plenty of room for writing. And we'll have all those fun spots too, so. Where did I get these? Let me think. Oh, I got these at Joann's. And they had them on clearance. So I picked up a ton of them. And how much were they? I don't even know. Less than $2. I know that. Not less than $1, I don't think, but we'll kind of center that right there. Okay, let's put those away. And I probably have something a little bit larger. Oh, you know what? We can use. Oh, I'm going to see if this one will fit in here too. See, this is the dangerous part. This is why I plan ahead of time and not get into my stash when I'm in the middle of a project, because then I squirrel and I find all kinds of fun things. I think we're just going to do a couple of, I'm going to grab a couple of these out because they're simple. I'm leaving that drawer open because I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to need it. All right, let's just zhuzh this up with maybe some ink. This would have been cute if I would have sewn around it, but I'm not. Let's see if I have I have a purple. We're just gonna do something. I know you can't tell that's purple. Just give it a little extra oomph. We're gonna stick that right in there. I'm gonna cut off these tags a little bit. So those tags are on, it was one of my Amazon hauls. I was testing out some new product and I picked those up, and I think there's like 500 of them in there. And they're absolutely fabulous. And I love this little fairy. It says, "And roses from the hedge grow wild behind the thorns that faintly smiled." And this was from a book, actually, of another artist or journaler who created that, a book of all her personal favorites. And I think I bought that on Amazon as well. All right, so I'm satisfied with this. I think, though, I'm going to put this on the top because then it kind of pulls together that yellow. And I love these transparent ones, and it kind of brings together this and that. Okay, beautiful. Okay, 3 down. Now, this one is pretty much, let's see, nope, I did not leave that one open. I feel like this needs some type of title, but I don't know what that title is going to be yet. So in the meantime, I'm just going to place a couple little tucks in there. Why not use another one of these because they're cute. This one will do, let's see, let's do this like a reddish color. Ooh, I don't know if that's really red. Well, I guess we're going to find out. It kind of looks orange. Yep, it is. We're not using that one. Yuck. Pink will do. And while I'm not a humongo fan of I'm just going to stick this on there because I have it sitting there. I'm going to wait a minute before I tuck that in, but okay. Okay, so that can go there. Title. We need a title. Or something. Oh gosh, I didn't think about that. All right, let's see what I got. How long have we been going here? Too long, but now we're all in. What if we just did like just a few little rando words? These are Tim Holtz. We'll just do some inspirational words on here, just kind of randomly. What do I got? Oh, this is cute. Those who don't believe in magic will never find it. Kind of seems fairy-esque a little bit with those little fairies. We need some small ones now. Do it. How about hold on tight to your dreams? And let's see. Live your life. That sounds fun. There you go. I'm satisfied with that one. Boom diggity. And I've got a humongo mess over here, but that's fine. Okay, so that is done. Now, remember when I said, well, that's way too big. Oh, and I just thought of one thing. Remember when I told you? Oh, I glued that one together. Okay. Whew. I was like, oh gosh, I forgot. All right, that's perfect. That's good. Leaving that like that. This needs some zhuzhing. Well, you know, I could just cut it off. Let's just cut it off, make it smaller. Let's see how that is. Why didn't that work? Sorry, guys. And we're almost wrapped up. And there you go. And if I weren't talking and working on this, probably in no time, you can have this done. 30 minutes or less if you want to time yourself. But like I said, the first one I was just experimenting with, and I had no idea. I was like, super cute. Not sure exactly how I did this, but we're just going to go through it. And I saw something similar. Gosh, I think, who was that did one of these that was very similar to this, and I had seen it a while ago, and I was like, oh, I should try that. I don't love that, but I do kind of like this. No, I don't. See how I get? Nope, that doesn't go. All right, let's just not overthink it, for goodness sakes, Angela. Stick that on there and be done. Now, this is thick enough. I could have made, like, double pockets, but... All right, why don't we stick a bingo card in there? Because that's super cute. What else do I have? Oh, these are cute. And I think I'm going to do something with this just to add a little color. All it is an index card, but we can make this magical. We're going to put a little washi tape, which I grabbed some to match what I was doing. And we're going to put a little ribbon on it, and we're going to make this the end of our envelope journey. Oh, let's, we're going to use navy. This is my close to my heart. And I could have been using my new, I've got new little stamps from Close to My Heart with replaceable. I can't remember what brand those are. I was going to showcase those in one of my videos, and I haven't done that yet. So, but you can get them at Close to My Heart. You can get them usually at any craft store too. I will put the brand on there as well when I look it up, but. And we're just going to go like that. Oh, I should probably do the other side. And Tud did. Oh gosh. I'm knocking everything off my workspace. And there you have a finished, adorable journal, which you've got all kinds of tucks and pockets and prettiness and paper and more pockets. And then I am going to put this right here. And I am going to maybe, oh gosh, now you know what? This is a little bit too big, but we're going to pretend that it's in there. So I need to trim that down a little bit. And we're going to tuck this around here. I didn't really think about this ribbon. There we go. And voila, all done. Until next time, my friends, take care. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, follow, love. Join our VIP page on Facebook, To Restore You VIP group. And of course, if you haven't signed up for the mindfulness journey on torestoreyou.mykajabi.com, what are you waiting for? It's a really fun time, and we talk about mindfulness, positivity, and do all kinds of fun things as well. And I will see you next time. Until then, just be.